Consider this video part palate cleanser, part me answering what I did yesterday. So yesterday I was talking about Antoine Roussel making a comeback a couple days ago. I talked about the Antoine Roussel going down to the American League. Might have been yesterday. Anyways, in the midst of saying Roussel, I also threw Dominic as the first name. Dominic Roussel. And there were some who didn't think there was a Dominic Roussel. So here we are. There is a Dominic Roussel. He currently can be found at certain, and I actually checked through his official Twitter feed. He's only got 215 followers, which is odd to me because he did play in the National Hockey League, and it's his account. And I know it's his account because this is followed by Nick Kyprios. Nick Kyprios wouldn't follow it if it was just a made-up follower account. So Roussel, who was the 63rd pick overall in 1988, he is a goaltending coach. And if you need help with your goaltending, he's a guy who'll help you with it. 91-92, he played his first season in the NHL. He got his feet wet with 17 games played, a record of 7-8-2, and a save percentage of .908. I don't have the goals against average up there because goals against average has never really interested me, to be completely honest. I think goals against average is a team mark. I think save percentage is a goaltender's mark. So 92-93, he's seen as potentially being the number one goaltender. 34 games played, 13 wins, 11 losses, 5 ties, and 881 save percentage. So his numbers, not great by today's standards, but back then they weren't too bad. So 93-94, he has his shot to be the starting goaltender. Plays 60 games, 29 wins, 20 losses, 5 ties, 896 save percentage. And the consistency isn't quite where the Flyers want it. So Hextall, who they moved, they bring Hextall back. 19 games played in 94-95. He has a record of 11-7, a .914 save percentage, which isn't bad. But Roussel then gets passed by Garth Snow, joins the organization, so now he's the number 3. Plays 9 games in 95-96, has a 2-3-2 record, .876 save percentage. February 27, 1996, he's traded for Tim Shovelday and a third-round draft pick to the Winnipeg Jets. The Jets, they had some injury concerns with Habibulin. They were looking for a guy who might be able to step in and be a starter if they needed, and Shovelday, his best days were behind him, thus having to throw in a third-round pick with him. Roussel played 7 games, 2-2 record, .881 save percentage with the Jets, and that summer would sign as a free agent with the Flyers. I assume that because it is hard to find information on Dominic Roussel. And he would end up being stuck in the minors. The 96-97 preview magazine that I have, they talked about how Hextall and Snow were likely 1 and 2, and that would mean Roussel was number 3. So Roussel ended up in the minors. He ends up in the Anaheim organization. How does he get there? Well, first, June 26, 1998, he was traded to Nashville for a 7th-round pick. October 5th, 1998, Nashville, likely not wanting to just lose him on the waiver wire, traded him to Anaheim for Mark Morrow and Chris Mason. So he goes to Anaheim, 98-99. He's back. After 2 years exiled from the NHL, he's back. Plays 18 games that year, has a record of 4-5-4 with a .923 save percentage. Not bad. And I remember that year being kind of like crazy. He's back. And it reminded me of, look at what Peter Budaj did a couple years ago, as a for instance, where he's out of the league and then he's not, and he's back, and you kind of go, oh yeah, no, he's a decent goaltender. Louis Domingue kind of flirted with that as well this year. So 99-2000, he's the backup. 20 games, 6 wins, 5 losses, 3 ties, .883 save percentage. 2000-2001, plays 13 games, 2-5-2 record, .895 save percentage. He would end up finishing the season with the Oilers, 8 games, 1 win, 4 losses, .861 save percentage. That's 205 games in his NHL career, 77 wins, 70 losses, 23 ties, and a save percentage of .895. Serviceable backup, played for a long time in the NHL. To me, he qualifies as a journeyman. He played for 4 different organizations at the National Hockey League level and stuck around in the minors, playing in the American League for a long time. It's guys like this that really don't get talked about enough, and it's guys like this who share a last name with players that play now that will cause me to every now and then throw a name out there that people go, who's that? Well, now you know. Dominic Roussel, goaltender for the Flyers, thus the Flyers gear, and he was a decent goaltender. He was never going to be, a Hasek like entity, but if you can make the NHL and play over 200 games as a goaltender and you like getting puck shot at your face, you're a special kind of human being. And I figured with the news of today and just what's been happening over the last week, we could use a nice palate cleanser. So here's a journeyman video for you fine subscribers and non-subscribers who should be subscribers. The career of Dominic Roussel. And yeah, if you want to learn goaltending, apparently he still runs goaltending clinics here and there and does some of the summer schooling stuff. And again, the guys who do that, the former NHLers that are willing to do this and to teach the next generation, I give them a full thumbs up. I can't imagine the money you make doing that is a lot, considering the amount of time and effort, but it is likely a very fulfilling job to have. So thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I'll talk to you again soon.